Hello again, my friends. So welcome to another unboxing, assembly, and review. I'm checking out the Run Home Treadmill. This thing's pretty sweet. The packaging was excellent. It weighs about 50 pounds or so. So if you need some help setting it up, other than cats, I do recommend that maybe. Once you get out of the box and everything, it's not difficult. So this has a couple of nice features here. Has a 0 to 6 incline that can be manually adjusted. The speed is 0.5 to 9 miles per hour, so you can get a good pace run going there if you want to. Has a 3 horsepower motor and holds up to 300 pounds. The belt is 16.5 inches wide and 43 3/10 inches long, so decent size. It's not one of those industrial ones in the gym that's going to take up your whole room, but small enough so it can be conveniently stowed away, but you can also get a good exercise in. So the main supports there are held with 2 screws on each side, one in the front and one in the side of it. This also features an 18-inch LCD display with 15 preset programs. So if you want to adjust it or set it by perhaps calories burned or distance or time, you can set all those. This came with all the instructions nicely marked. All the screws were labeled nicely as well. It came with an Allen key, as you see here, and also a little screwdriver like slash wrench thing. If you do want to speed up your assembly process a little bit, I do recommend like an impact driver. That definitely would help a lot. I think the whole process here, installing or assembling, took me about 10-15 minutes. And most of that was just, trying to screw it in with an Allen key, which aren't the quickest things. So it would probably I could probably do the whole thing in about 5 minutes or less with an impact driver. So here are the manual incline things here. These just snap in with one little handle. You just put the screw in there and bolt it on, and then the incline can be adjusted in the 3 little holes in there. If you want to just pull out that little metal handle and push it in, and then when you lay down the treadmill, that'll give you the different heights that you can adjust it to. So it's pretty easy to work with when your treadmill is standing upright. So those are just held on with one little screw through there and a nut on there, and not too bad. I mean, the whole installation process was, I'm not super handy, but I'm pretty sure basically anyone could do this. Here's the end caps. All you got to do is make sure that your Allen key on the end is, you can see it through there, through the hole there, and that you can adjust your treadmill. If it's a little loose, you can tighten it up with that. And this end cap is held on with this 2 little screws on the bottom there. So yeah, this installation wasn't too bad at all. I mean, now that I know how to do it and where everything goes, obviously you can do it quicker as well. So pretty happy with the installation. I was able to move this into my house by myself. Like I said, if you guys need a little bit of help, don't feel bad about asking for help. Better to do that than wind up hurting yourself. So for sure. All right, that's all assembled now, and we can see that putting down the belt is super easy. Just push up a little bit on the treadmill portion, press that little orange part in, and it goes down slowly. So that's kind of nice. This features a heart rate monitor on the side, and handle controls also that you can adjust your speed and also turn the treadmill on or off. That's quite nice. So there it is right there. All right, friends. Well, here we go. We have on the corners or the edges here, we have start and stop right here. So that's convenient. And right over on this other side also, we have the speed up and down. And you put your hands on here, it's going to register your pulse on that. So we have different ways to start this. We have calories, time, and distance on here. And then these can be adjusted here. So however you want, if you want to program it, if you want to start a different mode or whatever. So we can go start. It's going to count down. Oops, I guess I should put the treadmill down first. So putting this down is super easy. Just lift up a little bit, push that in, and then let it go down. So you can either let it go down. It goes down nice and slow. Not a lot of pressure here, so don't really have to worry about it hurting anybody. And there we go. You can also push it down a little bit if you want. There we are. So the edges, these are nice and strong here. You can stand right on these. And here we have the control panel here. I'm trying to block out that. So if we hit mode, we can do time, or we can do for distance, or we can do for calories. And then you can up those, say, hey, I want to burn 555 calories. You can do that. Or if you go, hey, I want to go for, you know, however long you want to go for, an hour, you can do that. Or distance, you know, you can go miles on this thing. So you can change the speed. Let's go to start. Let's go ahead and hook this thing up here. Just put it on my pocket there. And that's the little safety mechanism there. And we can just hit start. And it gives you a little countdown so you're ready. And then you just start walking. It tells you the speed on there. And you're good to go. So this thing is nice and comfortable. I'm gonna fire this thing up real quick. So it's already at the different level. Let's see, put that right about there. I think we're good. And then I can just start, you know what? Let's go with calorie burn here. Hit the program. And actually I'll just go with time. So start, 3, 2, 1, countdown. And it's going to start out at low speed, gives you kind of a little walk on here, but plenty of distance here. So I'm like 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot on a good day, and pretty good stride. I have a pretty long stride, but you can see plenty of room on here. These sides are nice and supportive if you need to get off. I put my hands on here. My pulse is at 75, so that's good. Then we can crank up the speed here. So it tells us that the speed, 1.2 calories burned. Speed is at 1.2 miles per hour. I can turn up the speed here, on here, or I can turn up the speed also on here. Say I want to crank this up. I'm like, not getting good enough workout in. I can just hold this down, medium speed. We go 9 miles an hour on this thing. So you can see plenty fast. It's got actually pretty quiet. Got some good good cushion on here. It doesn't feel like it's difficult or anything, or like hard on my feet. So we get a good workout in, and if this thing comes off, it stops automatically. So super responsive on that. Kind of gives you a little warning, like, hey, something happened maybe. So I like that you can just press these buttons on the side. Whew, it was a good workout there. But if I need to adjust, take that off real quick. I want to adjust the thing, and this is super lightweight. I'm going to use this one finger here, so it's not too bad. Maybe 10 pounds. Whew. Catch my breath. 1 second, sorry. Whew, little sprint there, all right. So these things just pop out, and if I want to change the level, so it's a little bit, this would make it about flat, and just simply pop that out. It's very simple to do, and push that in there, and that would be like a level run, but you can see how quiet that is. It says a lot of nice like cushioning. We have these things on the side, so you can really feel it like absorb the impact there. So very compact and a lightweight. I mean, this thing's pretty easy to move around. Just tilt it and you can roll it around however you want to do it. So it's not that difficult to work with. If you guys are looking to get some exercise in, obviously I can definitely start working on some cardio here. Getting a little old, and it's a good time to get back into shape a little bit, you know, so definitely need to work on that. But yeah, very small, compact, lightweight, easy to use. I like a lot of the features on here. Nice little treadmill. Anyways, my friends, thanks so much for watching. I hope this is helpful. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time.